It's the National Football League. It's the AFC Wildcard round on EA Sports. It's the Houston Oilers taking on the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Oilers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On play action, Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Come on with it, man.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin White. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Oh, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to say, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. throwing quickly. That's caught by Brown out wide. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the Bills' 29-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, fighting off the defender. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead.
Bills, nothing.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bills, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5. Brings
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get in. Bears have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Stewart. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well.
An 8-yard loss. Brings up 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a furlough set to get the football back here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Allen to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st down, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
it's 2nd down.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. that drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Taken down and sacked.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And to give this time to the tailback. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The quarterback, Josh Allen, the focus of our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He's going to take off with it.
Good job. Allen on the keeper. Let's go. Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
It's 2nd down.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go, come on!
Houston set to take over.
And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
The 35-yard line.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 34-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly.
This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will take the lead at 13 to 10.
Bills 10.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And here now the offense heading back out there. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. To throw again on second down. Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
7. First down, Bills.
Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
To Devin Singletary. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Operating from the gun. Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 3 yards. And it's fourth down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen on the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Now on first down, rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Second and short now following the fumble. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin White, his second sack of the night.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Allen out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Got some real estate inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worried about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And now out comes Houston. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Are you serious, dog?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.